So yeah, Pepe,
Mhm.
please tell me what you thought about him. I didn't want to talk about him during the review because it was it would have been a rant session, but like now we will do a rant session on his
See,
performance.
again, it is frustrating, and I know we've seen more frustrating players wear the red and white of our club. But for a player of his caliber, he dribbled a lot. He does dribble a lot. He dribbled, he took out 2, 3 defenders, and then the ball goes sideways. It's a sideways pass. I mean, if you've dribbled a couple of players, just drive in, like charge or put in a cross, put in something which is going to contribute offensively rather than trying to recycle the possession or just move around the same places. It's like beating around the bush without doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what's the point? You took three players out of the game by the dribble, and then you make a sideways pass, and you just allowed those players right back into the game. Like, what did you achieve then by doing that? Like, just you made it that far, just drill the ball in. Fine, you don't have runners coming into the ball, you don't have somebody trying to head it in or tap it in, but just by putting the ball in the box, you're trying to create so many things depending on how low you hit it, how much force you put into it. You might create an own goal. The ball might reach out to Tierney, who then can do something on his end. It might take a deflection and drop somewhere in the box where an oncoming midfielder or an attacker can at least attempt a shot. But by giving a sideways pass, you've just killed all the momentum that that move could have generated. And it just continues to frustrate me. And this is not the first time, obviously, that he's done it. He
Correct.
keeps doing this game after game, and he still gets the chance to kind of go ahead and still lead the line. And like it's honestly quite frustrating when that
I
happens.
think, I really think Pepe should just look at what Saka does and try to emulate Saka. As simple as that. If if there's a blueprint that he needs to follow, he has it right there. That player wears the number 7 for the club. Just follow whatever he does. He uses his right foot, you use your left. Copy and paste. I mean, as simple as it is, as idiotic as it may sound, but it is the exact thing that you need to do because he's doing it. He's giving output. Saka has some returns on him, but Pepe no. So what do? Follow someone who does it better.
Yeah, I know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be someone older than you. As long as they're doing it better, just try and learn from them.
Exactly.
It's I'm starting to I was when Pepe first came to the club, I was one of his defenders where I was like, fine, you paid that money for him, but like you shouldn't judge the player because the club decided to pay so much money for him. You should judge the player for how good the player is. Every player is going to take some time to adapt into the English league. It's a very physical league. It's very different. You don't get as much time on the ball. It's very congested, and Pepe is known to be a dribbler. So in a congested league, it's going to take him some time to really adjust to that phase of the game. And so many times he's had moments, and there's just no consistency at the end of it. And at this point, I am like, I don't want him sold, but I don't see him as a week in, week out starter for the team at this point at all.
And it's going to bite the club again with the transfer business that they did and for the apparent figure that they paid. It's always going to be an agenda that everyone is going to drive. And at this point, you can't even like say anything against it because performance don't speak for it. Those
Yeah.
performances don't validate the numbers.
Yep.
Although you could argue that valuation is something that neither you nor I decide. It's just executives with business minds who are doing all that.
It's like an arbitrary number just plucked from the sky.
So